Alright, how's everybody doing? I'm going to try to do a review on this Osight SE. And I got to tell you, I'm not big on these red dots. For one, my eyesight, I've got really bad astigmatism in both eyes. And I've honestly never found one that I've liked. I've bought I don't know, lots of these over the years. You know, the newer Hollow Sun, I think I've got a 407K and a 507. They're a little bit better, but they're still blurry. You know, basically, if you don't know, you know, when you look at the red dot, instead of seeing a dot, basically what I see is just a big blob, like just a starburst blob. You know, and so they've never really been very appealing to me. And like I said, I've tried them, but I've never really found one that I liked. And really, the only reason I got this one, number one, the most important reason is it was on sale. It was the cheapest one that I could find on Amazon, and I wanted one specifically for the RMSC footprint, or the Hollow Sun. It would be the K footprint. It's the smaller footprint, and this one is enclosed, I think. So, you know, actually, these things have come way down. I mean, the first one I bought like way back, you know, this red dot, which it was honestly kind of a piece of junk. I mean, it was like $400, you know, just 10-12 years ago, and now, I mean, this one was like 150, I think, or something. So I mean, the prices on these things have just really, you know, like everything else, as technology advances, you know, the prices go down on stuff, you know. But let's take this out of the box and see what we got here. Alright, so the packaging's pretty nice. Osight, you know, I don't have any affiliations with these people. I don't know anything about them, to be honest with you. There's the first README thing there. I guess it's telling you basically how to zero it and type of deal. But then you pull that out, and then there's the actual product right there. So, you know, kind of a smaller footprint, and it does sort of have a rear sight little things on it there. Kind of weird. So I'm gonna pull this out right here. If it'll let me do it. It won't let me do it. I guess I got to take the side plate off there to activate the battery. But it looks like there's a user manual. Sorry, try to stay in frame here. And then you got your little tool there, scope, battery compartment. Then there's your different screws that you might need. So, and actually the gun I was going to put this on is missing one rear screw, so I'm glad they sent me all those. So hopefully I can find one that'll fit it. Okay. So let's see, there you go. Now you can see it. You know, green is supposed to be easier to pick up by the eye, and this one is supposed to be somewhat better for astigmatism, but I gotta tell you right now, it ain't. You're looking through that camera, you're seeing a great big green dot, okay? When I look through it, you want to know what I see? I just see a big blur, a big blob. It's green, but it's just a big blob. You know, it's definitely not. It's not a nice. It's not a nice circle like that. It's just a big blob. So there again, for people with astigmatisms, it's just not. It's not going to work that great, but I'm going to go ahead and put it on a pistol, and I'm going to give it a try and see how it shoots. You know, overall it is very compact. It looks very nice. There you go. So there's on a lower brightness. You can see the dots looks a lot smaller. Lower brightness. Man, it's hard to hold this thing. Turn up. When you turn the brightness up, it does look like the dot gets a little bigger. It's weird. And the button is pretty hard to push. Okay, there you go. Got it mounted on my gun. I gotta tell you, the screws, everything it comes with are really nice. Like I said, this actual gun that I have, it only had one screw on this top plate, you know, but it comes with pretty much everything you would need. And it does give you torque specs on the back of this card here, you know, which it gives you this little key here. But I mean, I've got a torque wrench, so you basically just set it to 15, and then I tightened it down, and then I finished it off with my torque wrench. But really, you know, you just tighten it down. It's probably good enough, you know. Most of them are 15 to 17. The ones I put in are 15 inch-pounds. So then, anyways, there's what it looks like on the gun, and it is a, you know, there you go, you can see it. It is nice. Like I said, it's fully enclosed. It's got glass on the front, you know, and back, fully enclosed. And it looks, I wish I could see it in the way it looks through the camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and go out and try to do a little shooting with it and see how I like it. But overall, I mean, really, if you're into red dots, green dots, or whatever, I don't see how you could go wrong with this package. I mean, it's just really, you know, you get all the screws you'll ever need. They even give you extra ones in there. You know, the quality, everything looks fine. I'm assuming it'll hold up to recoil just fine. I mean, this is on a 9mm, so it's probably not that big a deal. I usually run reduced loads on this gun anyway with the suppressor, but anyways, I mean, it is a nice little package. It looks nice, you know, and there you go. So we'll see how it shoots. Alright, there's my initial sight in. I started at 10 yards. I hit one down here, then I moved up, then I moved back a little bit to 15, then I got these two. So there's my last two. So that's pretty good. It took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shots, which really it only took me, you know, probably 6 or 7 to get it where I wanted it. So it didn't take me too long to get it sighted in kind of where I wanted it, from 15 yards. The directions it came with are you know, pretty easy, just standard stuff. The only thing, the turrets, the reason it took me probably maybe 1 or 2 more shots than it would have is because they don't have clicks on them. Like, you know, it says clicks on here, I'm pretty sure, you know, but there is no clicks. There's no click at all. You turn it. And so I was kind of just, you know, guessing, playing, you know, being a little more conservative probably than I would have normally if I could have heard clicks, but I had heard no clicks. I just had to turn it and then just kind of guess on where it was, you know, based on my previous, you know, turns or whatever. So that's one drawback. You know, the clicks on it are not great. Actually, there is no clicks, but you know, you can get it sighted in with minimal, you know, hassle. So I'm gonna try to go put a new target on here, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, there's my first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shots there. So, you know, pretty much getting most of them here where I want them. Of course, I pulled a few over here, but like I said, it's just a big green blur, and I'm basically just trying to cover up this red with the blur, and that's from 15 yards. So that's probably, you know, 2 to 3 inch. It's probably 3 inches there. So, you know, 2 to 3 inch group, 9mm, just junk ammo I've loaded up here. So not bad. Overall pretty good. I put my target up out there. That's 30 yards from where I'm shooting. I'm gonna try to throw a few on there, see if I can hit those. Okay, well overall, like I said, besides my eyesight, you know, we'll say that is what it is, but honestly for most people, especially for an optic that's meant to be on a carry gun, I would think, I really like it. I do, even though when I look through it, it's just a big green blob. I mean, it's still shot pretty well for me, you know. I mean, it co-witnesses with the iron sights, so you know that always helps. But honestly, for 150 bucks, I mean, besides the, you know, windage and elevation turrets having no clicks and you just turn them, you know, and hopefully they'll stay where I've got them. You know, they're really just kind of mushy and have no feeling to them at all. But you know, for 150 bucks, I mean, the glass looks clear. You know, when I look at the dot through the camera, it looks good. So I don't know. I mean, stuff has come way down over the years, and I mean, this is a pretty nice little sight for the money. And you know, I actually shot pretty decent with it, you know, for what I usually shoot. So, and like I said, co-witnessing with the sights, you know, helps. But I basically got the green dot, you know, exactly where I want it. So anyways, there you go. For what it's worth, anybody, there's the Osight SE review green dot. I keep saying red dot, but that one's actually a green dot. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Everybody take care.